Thank you for joining us at KPTM.com. I'm Jonathan Athens. Joining us, Omaha Mayor Jim Suttle, who just won his second election. It was a tough battle, and he has now announced his victory. Mr. Mayor, what are your thoughts on these numbers?
Well, I'm ready to get back to work. We have wasted 45 days that we need to recapture and get back on our jobs initiative. Let's face it, the problems we face as a city are not Republican problems nor Democrat problems. They're Omaha problems. And we must come together in a healing process here and really work on taking our city to the future. And I want to lead that, and I obviously will. So judge me on the next 2 years as we bring everybody together to get this city moving forward.
Now, you said in your victory speech today that this was a time, and I'm quoting, a time for healing and reconciliation. How optimistic are you that's going to be possible in today's political climate?
Well, I'm an optimist, and we must do this. As a country, we must do this. If you look at history, great nations destroyed themselves from within rather than from outside invaders. And we need to come together as a people, whether we're in Washington or California or Omaha. And again, get back to what I just said. Our problems are not Republican or Democrat, they're Omaha problems, and Omaha people have to solve it together.
And in a sense, you did make history because now you are the second Omaha mayor in 30 years to beat back a recall election. The last time this happened was in 2008. Some angry voters tried and failed to recall Mike Fahey, and now you're the second Omaha mayor to beat a recall. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we need to settle down and be more respectful of each other. And I want to certainly extend a hand of friendship and fellowship as we try to work with everybody here. And as I said, we're going to do more listening, we're going to do more engagement here. But tough decisions are hard to make, and I'm not bashful about making them. We can only have so long for the rhetoric, and then the decision has to be made.
It almost seems like recall elections seem to be the temper of our time. There are recall elections going on against mayors in Texas and in Florida. People are angry. They're upset about the economy. They're not happy with government. Do you feel that perhaps unfairly and unjustly you got the backlash of the temper of our times?
Well, I know there's a lot of anger out there, and I think that anger has contributed to a lot of things here in our state, our city, as well as nationally. Recall is all of a sudden going to happen. They expect 10 more mayors to be under recall by spring. That's a total of 15 in this country. That's not solving problems. The problems are the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, regardless of who's going to be in the mayor's office. That's why we need to come back together and face the music on the problems and make them go away with real solutions. And that's what I've done. Judge me on what we do the next 2 years to put my system in place to manage our cost, manage our expenditures, and look for the modernization and the efficiencies. You're going to see tremendous savings for the taxpayers as we go forward the next 2 years.
All right. And that is our report. I'm Jonathan Athens. Thank you for joining us at KPTM.com.